Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're at 52nd and Race Street because there's a church here. I think they call it Refuge. It was established in 1903 whatsoever. There's a grocery store there. I think they call it Race Supermarket. Because I know a supermarket is bigger. Look. 52 buses right here. Look at the shelter and all. No, that thing's going to be messed up within a matter of time. We're going to ride through this area and document it. It'll be in the YouTube archives for people to see in the future. We're going the wrong way on a one-way street. Just like when I used to work for Bruce's Wholesale and Appliances, they're out of business now. They've been out of business a long time because I remember I was on one of the trucks with the delivery drivers out there in Jersey, and what happened, the driver went the wrong way onto a one-way street, and you could hear one neighbor saying, "That's one way, one way." Look. That building here, it's called the Dunlap Elementary School. It's now an apartment complex now. Yeah, it was mentioned to us in the records that this was once an elementary school because I had cousins that used to go there when they were then children. It was called the Thomas Dunlap Public School, established 1905. Yeah, this is a nice building here. This used to be a vacant school building. Now it's just an apartment complex. We're going to ride. Look, we're going to ride back through this block here. Yeah, this is my stomping ground, man. I used to live in West Philadelphia. I lived in the city's Mill Creek section. Look at that. I believe that used to be a store there. Candy store, diner, whatever you want to call it. Yep. This bicycle has plenty of time to work. Look, I want to travel up Creighton Street, man. Hold up, I remember a kid that used to live on the street, man. He went by the name of Ricky Rag. Ricky Rag. Anybody knows who a Ricky Rag is, please leave a comment, because that boy used to attend Belmont Elementary School with me, and he attended Daroff Elementary School with me in that same building during the time when Belmont went on strike back in '81. Yep, so whoever remembers a boy named Ricky Rag, please leave a comment. One of my cousins used to live on the street here. I was in that house before. Look, that building. This was once a bar known as Billy's Clubhouse, because back then it was all in black and white. It had the name of Billy's on there and all whatsoever. Yeah, this used to be a Billy's Clubhouse many years ago. Yup. All these other new stores just popped up here. I think one had been torn down, because I believe that building over there was probably once a pizza joint. Because look, it had a I believe one of these was a pizza joint because it had a vent coming out of the wall. Look, see, this used to be Billy's Clubhouse. It's now a private residence now. Over there, I think that was called the Nationwide Clinic. This used to be a Chinese restaurant here, because years ago, my cousin's dad used to buy a lot of food out of there. He used to buy burgers with ketchup, mustard, and fried onions, and he used to buy a whatchamacallit, pepper steak. Yeah, this is 51st and Haverford Avenue. Yeah, that used to be a Chinese restaurant there. It's called the Wash Bar Laundromat. Yeah, because I remember a fire broke out in that place, and what happened, an old lady was trapped in there. Everyone else got out. I heard that one of my neighbors tried to go in there to rescue the woman, but the fire was too intense. tents and they've died whatsoever. That was bad. Look, Pete's Pizza. Yeah, there used to be another one somewhere on the street, but it was that over there. It was over there. Yep, I'm gonna ride down this street. Yep, this used to be a bustling street here because look, that used to be, that building used to be Billy's Clubhouse. The man who once owned it, I don't think he's no longer with us, but I'm across the street here. Look at that. Family Market, Beauty and More. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I believe there was something here too. They knocked it down. There's a church there. There's a church over there. There's a car coming past me with just a broken headlight. Yeah, this is Aspen Street. It cuts off right here at 52nd. Yep, we're heading towards 51st Street. There's a church here. This congregation probably been here for years. Yep. This used to be a Melody's. No, right here. This was once a Melody's bar here. This was once a Melody's bar. Now they turned it into a Haverford deli, cold beer and everything with the freak. Yep. I remember all of this. Yep, I remember all of this. Everything changed over the years. This is me broadcasting live at 51st and Haverford Avenue. We're signing off.